was crazed and panicked with fear by its destructive force. Granite and steel would crumble. Soldiers and their weapons would be powerless before the onslaught of the beast. The beast. The beast. The beast from 20,000 fathoms.
What's up, everybody? Bill the Kaiju King here. In this video, we're going to take a look at this classic, a great looking figure from a classic movie, the Ray Harryhausen Star Ace X Plus collection. This is the Rhedosaurus from the Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, 1953. This is the standard edition monochrome version. There are multiple versions of this monster. Technically really four. The standard monochrome, the deluxe monochrome, which had the rubble base with a crushed car, and then the color standard version and the color deluxe version, which has that same base, I guess, in color. When I bought this, I debated on the color, but I went with the monochrome because the movie was in black and white. And I want to thank John Stanowski at Flossie's Gifts for this figure. That's where I bought it from. Thank you, sir. If you want anything from Flossie's, go to Google and just Google Get X Plus, and it'll pop up there to take you to it. But here's the box. Pretty nice. Pretty neat box. Nicely designed. Has a big plastic shell inside. Rhedosaurus totally encased. Tail was separated, so you have to attach the tail. But I love the design of the box here. It's nicely done. Has a picture of Ray Harryhausen here on the end doing one of his movies, maybe one of the Sinbad movies, I believe, possibly. Has his life here, birth and death. Died in 2013. It's a pretty awesome box, pretty nicely done. Ray Harryhausen signature there on the front. They did a good job with the decoration of this box. All right, everybody, move on to the star of the show, the 30 centimeter Rhedosaurus from Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. Now here he is, folks, the 30 centimeter Rhedosaurus from the movie The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms from 1953, Ray Harryhausen. As I said, Ray Harryhausen. If Willis O'Brien is the father of stop motion, Ray Harryhausen is the son. That was his idol, and he learned everything he knew from him. His first movie, he was right-hand man to Willis O'Brien in the 1944 film Mighty Joe Young, and that started him off on a venture of making multiple films. This being his first film where he was the lead special effects man on it. This movie here, it's great, it's classic. I love the movie. Of course, the Rhedosaurus was woken up by a atomic blast in Antarctica area, and then mysterious happenings started occurring. There was a couple witnesses to it, but no one was really believing the people. Then some ships started disappearing, and then the one witness got with another guy, a Canadian guy, and they both verified it through a picture of prehistoric animals, and it was identified as a Rhedosaurus by a paleontologist in the film. Then the paleontologist wanted to see it firsthand, went down into a mini sub, like ball-looking thing, and the Rhedosaurus ended up eating his sub, so this thing was pretty big in the movie. I'd say top of his head when he was crawling was probably 60, 70 feet maybe. I don't know. He's probably like 100 feet long at least. He has a really long tail, as you can see. But the monster was menacing, terrorizing New York, of course. Came down from Antarctica down the eastern seaboard and was destroying ships, destroyed the lighthouse in the movie, iconic moment in the movie. So this monster is really cool looking. Very prehistoric looking too, by the way. But I love this thing. I love the movie. As the movie went on, they couldn't really figure out how to kill it, but they shot it with a bazooka and wounded it badly here in the chest, but it was still not dead. And then it was bleeding badly, and then they found out that it was giving off these bad deadly germs that could kill human beings, so they couldn't shoot it anymore. It was losing its blood. They didn't know what to do, really. I think they should have went with nuclear sickness or radiation sickness it was given off through its blood, because it did wake up from radiation. So that's the road I would have went with it as far as it. But it was giving off these deadly germs and stuff that they didn't know it possessed, and was making soldiers deathly ill and civilians. So then it disappeared, and it reappeared in an amusement park, and they had figured out they needed to shoot it with a radioactive isotope, and the scientists went up on the top of a roller coaster hill with the army sharpshooter, and he shot the isotope into that wound because they had to hit it in the wound, and then it ended up perishing after that. So it's a pretty good movie. It's about an hour and 20 minutes long, something like that. It's a classic. I wondered if they released it in color, because they released a figure in color, but I've never seen it in color. It's a pretty nice movie. It's a pretty good movie. Ray Harryhausen's really first feature film. As far as this figure goes, it's pretty sharp. Nice long tail, goes down, curves off slightly to the left, but pretty much straight back. Nice little dorsal, single dorsal on the tail. Two bigger like hooks toward the end of the tail here. That is accurate to the film. Of course, he almost has a charcoal grayish color because it's in black and white, like Godzilla, really, kind of. But those dorsals are single all the way down and all the way up his back, of course. Single row. Then the sculpting of the skin and the scales on the tail is really nice. Looks really good, I think. My opinion, looks really, really nicely done. Of course, you got your feet. His feet are big, wide, spread out toes. Grayish colored toenails. Of course, it's all monochrome, so not much color to the figure at all. But I'm fine with that because that's how the movie was. But big, thick legs, front and back. Nice scales on the side of the body here. Both sides of his body really nicely captured, I think. Looks good. Underneath the belly looks like some thick scales as well. But actually in the movie he got shot like right in this area. And he was openly bleeding from it. You could see it. That stop motion bleeding that they do. But it's pretty nice. Nice capture, detailing of all the body scales and everything. Here's your head. I like the position of the pose. He's up on two legs. He's primarily a crawler, but he can get up on two legs, as you can see, and he does that in the movie. Nice dorsals on the top back of his neck here, up over the top to his head. They look good. Nice definition of the scaling and everything on the head and everything. The mouth is open, tongue in there slightly upward, teeth individually sculpted. Looks pretty good. Nice eyes definition, nice nose definition. Looks really nice. It's a pretty nice figure here. I was really pleasantly surprised with how nice the figure looked. I seen the movie a long time ago, and then just recently rewatched it because I was decided to get this figure. I'll probably get more of these figures. I don't think I'll get every one, but I'll probably get a few more of them for sure. This is a really nice capture of this creature from this movie. All right, I'll do some comparisons now, and let's move on to that right now. All right, everybody, here's my 25 centimeter monochrome crawling Baran with my 30 centimeter Rhedosaurus. Also alongside is my 30 centimeter Anguirus. So I thought I would put two crawlers up here just to show some comparison in size scale. Of course, Rhedosaurus is way bigger than that 25 centimeter Baran. But this is also a really big creature. I mean, if he was down here on all fours, he would easily rival Anguirus as far as size. Actually, he's bigger than Anguirus, in my opinion, just for the sheer size. But looks pretty nice. All right, I'll bring up some upward standing Godzillas and compare, and let's do that now. All right, everybody. 30 centimeter Godzilla 1964 X Plus alongside the Rhedosaurus and also the 30 centimeter Yuji Sakai Godzilla 1995, aka Burning Godzilla. I think this gives good scale to see the size of the Rhedosaurus. It's really actually a very impressive looking figure. It'll impose with any other figures on this shelf. I would say go rather well with any 30 centimeter figure. It is really a really nicely done figure. All right, everybody, I'll move on to some final thoughts. Let's do that now. All right, everybody, I'm back. 30 centimeter Star Ace X Plus Rhedosaurus from the 1953 film Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. It's a great movie. It's a classic sci-fi 50s monster movie, and of course there's a nuclear component in it. It seems like all those movies back then had that. But this is a great monster. Very nicely done. Kudos to Star Ace and X Plus. They pulled off a nice one here, in my opinion. All right, everybody, I'll close out my video. I want to thank everybody that tunes into my channel and always supports my channel. This is Phil. Y'all have a blessed day, and we'll talk again soon.